Well, that didn't work. Well, welcome to another episode of What's the Play? I am your host, JJ Gruden, aka Taking the Points. And here are the buddies behind me. I cannot believe this, but Trent, Big God, whatever you want to call him, clown crown holder, he went 3-0 last week. Man.
Damn right I did.
Oh my!
I got no words right now.
3-0, and let's not forget the six-legger that absolutely smackaroonied.
Was that your best week of all time? Be honest.
I mean, I've had bigger wins, but in terms of picking winners and being right,
bigger wins financially, but as far as like success on your picks, probably the best.
Probably the best, yeah, I would say. I mean, I had a stretch of Thursday college football, Thursday NFL correct, Friday college football correct, 2 college picks on Saturday correct, a 6-legger on Sunday, and 3 straight bets. So yeah, it probably was my best week.
Are you like secretly buying Vegas Dave's picks or something?
No, and if I did last night, I would have had 5,000 units on the Cardinals plus 1.5.
50% of his bankroll on a team, one team.
Yeah.
Trent, I know this is a football show, but shout out to you. Shout out to me. We freaking hammered that. I remember waking up in the morning texting you, is it time to do the Dodgers? And you were like,
I said,
no doubt about it.
What'd
you say? Yeah, that's what you said. You said all in, all period, end period. I was just like, let's fucking do it.
Bro, I woke up the next day, and look, I don't even watch or bet baseball. I woke up the next morning just to refresh the Gamecast and see what happened in that Dodgers game. I see the final score. I scroll down to the bottom, and I see that two runs in the 9th inning. I lost it. I went straight to Trent's TikTok page.
Dude, I don't think you guys understand. I don't think I'm on this show today if that home run doesn't happen. I would have lost all my units. All of them.
They're all gone.
They were almost all gone. I lost the Nerfy, lost the first 5, and then a miracle happened. Saved my life, and here we are with 3 more locks for you.
Here we go. Well, let's recap last week because I know Trent definitely wants to do this. I know he's more excited to start the show than Matt and I because he went 3-0 last week. Congratulations, Trent. He kind of brought up into the standings, and now, believe it or not, he is in the lead at 7-5. Matt and myself, we are at 6-6.
Who would have thought?
Who would have freaking thought?
Who would have thought?
After week 5? Or after week 4, I mean, shit. No chance about it. Congratulations, Trent. That was a big one. We got to save those a little bit for later. But we had the over for myself. I had the over 51. That was a 20-point game. That sucked. And we had the Panthers +5 for myself. That didn't hit as well. And the under 42.5, that was horrible. Everything about it was bad.
JJ.
Look at that.
0-3.
That looks horrible. I mean, 3 strikes him out.
Also, I gotta throw the chirps around since I'm on the throne this week. Why? I mean, I said this last week, Matt. Under in a Cowboys game. Come on. Why? Why? Also, fuck. Wait, go back to that. I'm not done chirping. The under in the Dolphins game, that one I actually kind of agreed with. That's tough, bad beat. And yeah, nice over in the 51.5, JJ.
14-7.
21 points in that game.
Yeah.
Good one. Bills -16. That was actually a nice hit, Matt. I wanted to tail that. Didn't have the balls to do it.
Bro, yeah, nice job. Mad I didn't put
3 units on my.
I'm so mad I didn't put more units on that Buffalo game. I had such a good trend and stat, and it seemed so easy. And of course, I didn't bet big enough on it, and I went on that under in Dallas. Look, I'm at a loss for words on Dallas. I'll give them the respect that they're owed. They can air it out. Like, if you can air it out like that on Carolina, I mean, it's absolutely insane. So I'm going to take my L on that pick. 2 good defenses, but, wow, they just moved the ball. They moved the ball at will. You know, they literally moved the ball at will.
I just hate that freaking Trent is holding the – oh, my God. I just hate that he can talk so much shit right now.
Yeah, but the nice thing about this is now it's interesting. It's now interesting because we're tied and Trent's in the lead. So you got to think the live action on both of us right now is there's some good value there. And on Trent, he's still an underdog for the year right now, even with the lead.
That's true.
I'm underdog for the year still.
I want to go to the comments real quick because there's someone that wants to give you a shout out, Matt. Hey, Matt, I told you the Ravens would win by 8 or more points against the Broncos.
Same.
You didn't tell me Teddy Bridgewater was going to get injured though either.
They were screwed from the get go. You know that.
No, they were.
Don't blame that on. They were screwed. That was a horrible game for the Broncos. I mean, it was terrible all the way around. They couldn't do anything about Lamar. Lamar was passing the ball. I thought that he wouldn't. I mean, before the game started, I even took his under 206 passing yards just on the side bet for like $50. That didn't hit. He hit like 250 by the third quarter. Was not good. Let's look at some of the other games because some of the other games were kind of interesting. I mean, we looked at the Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. I know that you took the under, which was kind of stupid. No offense.
So dumb.
So dumb. I took the Panthers +5. I thought they had a little opportunity to come back there towards the end, but I mean, the Cowboys, they look like a good team. I think that they might be the real deal this year. I think they might be top 3 in the NFC East. I don't know what you guys think, or top 3 in the NFC.
Wait, you said the Packers? Wait, who's top 3?
No,
the Cowboys.
The Cowboys.
Oh no,
top 3 in the NFC.
It's definitely possible.
Definitely.
How you gonna hate on my under when you know damn well that you were on Carolina because you thought their defense was gonna have some success?
Because it feels so good to hate on you right now because you lost. That's why. That is really why. Trent's
the only one that's allowed to hate on me this week. JJ you went.
Hey, have you guys had a sweep yet this season, or is it just me?
Wait, what'd you say?
Am I the only one with a 3-0 sweep?
No, I had a sweep week 2.
Yeah, he had a week 2 sweep. I have multiple 2-1 weeks, and then other than that, it's been terrible.
Yeah,
it's been a lot of 1 and 2s.
But then you're
How about them Seahawks? Outright winner.
That was a
not tonight though. Definitely not tonight.
Let's talk about tonight's game. Let's go ahead and transition to that because I know a lot of people are on here asking what is the play for that. And it's a really good game. And to me, I couldn't really pick a side just because the spread is 2.5 in the favor of the Rams. They're visiting Seattle. They're coming off a tough loss against Arizona. I don't know who's going to win this ball game. To be honest with you, I feel like that spread is so low for the Rams. I don't understand why it's that low. I don't understand why the over-under is shrinking. It started at 54.5. Now I think it's down to 53.5. I don't know what's going on there. What is your take, Matt? Let's start with you. Who do you think is going to win this ballgame tonight?
Honestly, I think Seattle might pull it out, but I'm not confident enough to make them a pick. I mean, Russell Wilson in prime time, 29-8-1. And honestly, I was excited to see what Trent was going to pick on this game because he seems like the type of guy that is always on the Rams, but he's always on the Seahawks too. So I was like, what is he going to take here? And I think the hat tells it all right now.
I mean, I almost couldn't make a decision, was just going to go with a total, which I have not done all year. I have not taken a single over-under all year.
Wow.
But then I sat down, I thought about it. The Rams are winning tonight, and they're going to cover. Why is the spread so low? Because the way they looked last week and how the Seahawks looked last week, after one good performance, the Seahawks are now getting respect. But let's not forget, they're banged the F up, like tremendously, on both sides of the ball. No Carson tonight is going to hurt them a lot with the run game. I love the Rams to cover tonight, and I also nuked them in a 2-teamer with the Rays, but that's a whole different conversation. But that's why the spread's so low. It's just because of the way that the Rams got beat by the Birds last week and the way that the Seahawks were able to come out and win. Who they beat last week? I already forget. San Francisco. A fluky San Francisco who was so fluky. So fluky that they might beat the Cardinals this week because this league doesn't make sense.
That's true.
But yeah,
that spread's like 5.5 or something, which is just who would have thought that would have been the spread before the season started? That week 5, the 49ers are getting 5.5 on the road in Arizona.
But judging by that, I mean, doesn't that kind of like shout out you, like take the 49ers? I mean, they're banged up. We all know that. That secondary is in shambles right now.
It screams Niners.
At home, the Cardinals right now, judging how the 49ers played the last 2 weeks, and you guys know that I took the 49ers against the Eagles 2 weeks ago, Matt, especially you. I know that you know that. But, the crazy part is, Arizona's only favored by 5.5. They're 4-0 in the division. 49ers are obviously, I don't know even what to make out with them. I mean, Deebo Samuel, he's been balling. Kittle hasn't been playing at all. Garoppolo, he's out. How is it only 5.5? It makes zero sense. It just screams Trey Lance, take me.
It screams Vegas house call.
All right.
It does.
It's crazy.
A lot of people are putting Cardinals ML on their lays, including maybe myself. But I have a 6-legger. The one that I'm scared of the most is that Cardinals minus 215, and it just so happens to be the heaviest juice in the lay. So you got to get the hell off of Cardinals ML.
Let me go real quick to the comments. Someone just said, let's lay some facts down for you boys. About to lay down some facts for Thursday Night Football. Russell Wilson is 8-0 in prime time. Seahawks haven't lost a Thursday Night Football game since 2013. But the Rams against the spread has hit the last 5 matchups with the Seahawks. It's a hard game to bet on.
I mean, these stats just piss me off. I've seen 10 bullshit statistics today. Russell Wilson's 20-0 in 72-degree weather games that are played at home at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's like, I don't care. You don't know shit, and I don't either. I just like the Rams to cover tonight, despite whatever the trends are saying. How many bucket hats does Clown have? Enough.
I mean, Trent, you and we would get along great just because, like, the amount of clothing that you wear per team. I mean, you have colleges, you have NFL. I mean, you have baseball uniform. I mean, any type of apparel dude you have in your wardrobe. I mean, look at you. You're wearing a freaking Lions vest and a damn bucket hat for the Rams.
It was the Lions vest or the Michael Sam jersey, and I had to go with the Lions vest.
I want to say this about the Rams and Seahawks game tonight. I couldn't pick a side. One, because I think the Rams are a damn good football team. They're a really good football team. Their defense, honestly, it doesn't say so right now statistically, but defensively, they are the best defensive team in the NFL. You got Aaron Donald, you got Ramsey, you got a good core. I mean, there's a lot of good things going on that side of the ball. And then offensively, obviously got Stafford, Kupp. I mean, when I looked at these stats, dude, he's got 430 yards and 5 touchdowns in the first freaking 4 games. I mean, that is insane to me. And you don't forget about Robert Woods. You got Van Jefferson balling out, Darrell Henderson in the backfield. They got a good offensive line, but I can't ever rule out Russell Wilson. I think he's the better quarterback. I think he's a very good player. Defensively, they're not good, but I can't make a play on it. It's mind-boggling. And
you would think the under here is a good play. What is it, 54?
Yeah, it's a division game, and it's a high total. Honestly, anyone that's taking Seattle, they're just banking on Russell Wilson to put on a magical performance. But when you look at this game, it's like the Rams are almost built to beat the Seahawks. Like the Rams excel in areas where Seattle is weak at. Like Ramsey's a good physical corner for Metcalf, and then you got Aaron Donald who can dominate that offensive line. The more we keep talking about this game, the more I start to believe that Trent's going to keep the magic going here and keep winning with this Rams bet tonight.
It's just weird to me because both DK and Tyler Lockett, they haven't been performing to expectation, especially Tyler Lockett. I mean, if you know fantasy football right now, if you're a Tyler Lockett owner, you know how disappointing he's been this year. He got hurt, I believe it was a week ago, 2 weeks ago. I can't remember exactly when, but he hasn't been the same since. But I don't know. I think Russell Wilson pulls some magic off, and I just can't. I just can't bet it.
No.
I just can't bet. Oh, we'll save that for. Is that one of your picks for tonight, Trent?
Yeah, let's dive into Trent's picks. I want to hear them.
Well, yeah, no, my pick for tonight is not one of the 3 that we're going to talk about here in a second for Sunday, but I'm all over the Rams minus 2.5, 2-unit play, and Rams ML in a parlay with Rays ML. You can ride with me, take Rays and Rams, or you can fade it and take Sox and Hawks. Up to you. But you want to lose money, take Sox and Hawks.
Sox and Hawks. You want to lose money?
Don't do it. Don't do it. I know it rhymes. Don't do it. Rays and Rams sounds better. People love the rhyme. Dude, if you put 2 teams that rhyme, people are going to throw that shit.
Good Lord.
And this is why we need this dynamic of a show, because with how stupid the shit's coming out of my mouth. Matt brings the, intellectual side to like an opinion on, a spread, and JJ comes in with them BS hot take, and I'm just kind of in the middle, you know?
I'll give you a hot take. I was saving this one. I was telling Matt all week. I got something for you. I'm ready for this one, and I'm going to tell you this. Oh my God, dude, this feels so good to say. HEINICKE for the Washington football team. Okay.
Let me guess. Better than Jalen Hurts.
He is the second best quarterback in the NFC East.
Trent thought you were about to say I
was
league
like,
or something.
No,
that's all you got. Hold on, you were talking all this shit like you were gonna say.
Listen,
I was gonna get to me so badly, and you come out and say that HEINICKE is the second best quarterback in a 4-team division. Like,
I mean, if you look at the division right now with the quarterbacks that are in there and the teams that are in there, I think HEINICKE has a better chance of leading a team to a playoff berth than Jalen Hurts and Daniel Jones.
No.
I'm going to go off and say it. After watching Jalen Hurts last week against the Chiefs defense freaking sucks, by the way. He had so many opportunities. It just sucks that Jalen Hurts just doesn't have the backup behind him. Maybe he could have got the win. I mean, he did put up a lot of points. Yeah, whatever. But HEINICKE, the way he performed against the Falcons, I know it's the Falcons, but he came from behind. And also, he came from behind against New York. He showed how good of a quarterback he is. There's no doubt in my mind that HEINICKE right now, today, is the second best quarterback in the NFC East.
You finished?
I'm finished.
I would love to have you make a TikTok video about that.
All right, so Jalen Hurts tied with Lamar Jackson for most 10-plus yard runs in the league. He's also, I think PFF rated him to be like the 15th or 17th best QB in the league right now, which is not horrible. This man started 8 games in his career. He's basically a rookie. His completion percentage is up 15-20% from last season. I mean, how do you not see the potential there with Jalen Hurts?
I just don't see anything. I mean, I can't.
You're on
he has
record
nothing to lose.
saying that you believe
he has nothing
in
to
Jalen
lose.
Hurts.
Right now, HEINICKE, he's got the helm. His team already made the playoffs last year. He's got something to prove. He won the division. His team won the division. He's got the hardest schedule in the NFC East. If you put it on paper, the Redskins football team, wherever you want to call them, they got the hardest schedule on paper. He's going to take this team. And to be honest with you, it was Fitzpatrick's team coming into the season. It's going to be HEINICKE's team at the end of the season. It's Taylor HEINICKE's team, period. End of story. Call it. I mean, I don't care what you say. It's his team.
We somehow always get to Jalen Hurts and the fucking Eagles. Always. You can guarantee.
I didn't bring him up. I didn't bet them last week. I'm not betting them this week.
I would hope
JJ just had to bring up the Eagles. I think secretly, deep down, he's a fanboy.
No.
Of Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Don't forget, Matt. I said
right now.
I told you the Eagles are going to be 1-5 after week 6. Are they going to be 1-5 after week 6?
They got a great chance at upsetting Carolina this week.
Stop it, dude. Come on, man.
Even if it's true, it doesn't mean Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is not the reason the Eagles have the record that they do. You'd agree with that, right?
I don't know. I think he sucks either way.
I mean, the team's atrocious, not just Jalen.
All right, moving on. Let's hear the picks, Trent. You got to go first this week.
I got some 3 absolute. We're going 3-0 again. You guys want to make some money, you're going to listen to these picks. I need to go in order correctly so I don't screw over my technical director over here. 3 plays for the squad. First up, 2-unit play. We are going with the one and only Detroit Lions plus 10. Listen, they're playing a Vikings team that is a shit show right now. Sure, they've got some of the key guys coming back, Dalvin Cook, ready to go. But these Lions are so hungry for a win. They are so due. They're not going to go 0-17. They are so overdue for a win. Now, I know people are going to come in and say offensive line's trash. Goff has no one to throw to. Hawkinson's getting tripled. Guess what? They've shown me that they can compete right now, especially even against good teams like the fucking Ravens. Almost won that shit if it wasn't for a miracle field goal. Lions plus 10, that's too many points. They're an NFL team. They're going to compete well in Minnesota. I like this bet so much that I am sprinkling just a small sprinkle on the money line.
How can you
are gonna
confidently?
win
Wait,
outright.
I don't mean to cut you off, but how can you confidently say anything about Detroit?
They've shown me a lot this year, JJ. A lot.
They have fought hard in the
They
games
fought
that they
hard, dude.
Has it ever occurred to you guys, besides the Green Bay Packers? I know the Packers were favored by a lot, but in 5 games, the Minnesota Vikings. This is for the Lions anyway. This is their second largest deficit of a spread of the NFL season so far. It's against the Vikings. For me, that's shouting out Minnesota all day long.
Then take it.
I might.
Lions plus 10. I absolutely love it. I think the Lions keep it close, lose by a touchdown, some fluke shit happens, and they might pull this one out. That's my take. Who's getting hella text messages?
I got a similar upset pick coming. Not that extreme though.
Beautiful.
But go
Next
ahead.
pick.
Keep going.
Next pick on top of Lions plus 10. We're riding the Green Bay Packers for the 3rd straight week again. They are -3 against the Bengals. This is a lock. This is a 3-unit play or 2-unit play. And they covered, I wouldn't say easily against the Steelers, but y'all shit on me last week when I said I'm throwing 4-unit mega max on the Packers -6. And what they do, they covered with ease. Now you're going to
They covered by 4 points.
They covered with ease. They made it close there in the end with some fluke shit, but it was no sweat winner, basically. This week, they're going to Cincinnati. They're playing a young, hungry, eager Bengals squad. Joe Burrow. I wrote them last week in that Thursday Night Football game, and they looked like absolute horse shit. They somehow pulled out that W. I like them to lose this week and lose by a lot. I think the Packers steamroll.
Final score. What's the final score prediction?
Final score 34-7.
What?
Book it.
44-7. I'll tell you something funny, Trent. 8 years ago, I was at the Packers and Cincinnati Bengals game, and this was another young, hungry team. This is when Andy Dalton was just getting started. Marvin Jones, Mohamed Sanu, AJ Green, all these like small guys. I mean, now you can look at it like T. Higgins. You got Jamar Chase. You got all these guys. It's the same exact scenario as it was 8 years ago, and the Cincinnati Bengals ended up pulling out the upset. It was a high-scoring affair, but they got the job done. The Packers started out really hot. I'm not saying it's the same team. Obviously, it's not, but like it just screams at me Bengals. It screams at me Bengals. I don't know. I don't know how confident I am in that pick either.
No. Packers -3. I'm so confident in it. I might actually bump that one up to a 3 or 4 unit max because I love it that much. Love it that much.
What's the last one?
My last pick, I'm totally blanking on it. Yeah. Oh my
Trent, somebody just commented and said that
this is my 4-unit whale. I don't know how I could forget this one. I'm taking the better team plus money in this matchup for 4 units. Guys, the Bills are better than the Chiefs, and they're winning this week. Not only are they going to cover the 2.5 spread, they're winning outright. Plus 130 on the money line, plus, 2.5 on the spread. I'm taking both of them. I'm putting the money line in a lay. I'm putting the straight as a straight bet on a plus 2.5, plus 3. I love this pick. The Chiefs are fraudulent. They're in trouble. The division they're in has really good teams, and they find themselves right now. Aren't they tied for last in that division? I know we're still in only like week 4, but still, they've struggled early. They're playing a great Bills team, arguably better than the Chiefs. I'm taking the better team with the points. Book it. 4 units, 3 units.
Trent, I may take all 3 of your picks and just parlay the opposite plays because I'm so confident. All of those sounded not the greatest.
If I had $1 for every time someone said that, I would have so many units.
How many times have I ever said that to you? I'm always confident in your plays, but like literally every single thing that you said, I am willing to bowl it all up and just put it all on a parlay.
Wait, you see that last comment? I hope
no, see the current
learn from
comment.
Trent.
Look at the current. Honestly, I can see that happening. A 3-0 week goes 0-3 the next week.
I mean, I'm not gonna really think of anything from a rat tail John. I mean, I think of rat tail and I just think of a rat, and I can't go get behind that. No offense, rat tail John. No offense, but Trent is probably going 0-3 this week.
Okay.
With all due respect, the only play that I really did like was his first play, and I still can't get behind that. Matt, go ahead and get started with your 3 plays. Let's go ahead and get started.
All right. Play number 1 this week.
Oh, God.
Give me the Jaguars at home, getting 4.5 points. This is the first week all season I'm comfortable backing them. I know what you guys are going to say because I had some question marks about Trevor Lawrence as a leader just a week or two ago. But here's the thing. Titans are still banged up here. I think Julio Jones is questionable. I don't know if A.J. Brown's going to play. I like the Jaguars at home here. I think they're going to rally for their coach with all the controversy going on right now for their coach and him having some girl dance on his lap in a bar. This is a player's coach, and I think they're going to get behind him and rally for him this week. I think the Jaguars could squeeze this game out and win outright at home. And look, I was big on Tennessee before the season started, but I was dead wrong on it. I think Tennessee has a chance to lose this game in Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence showed me some flashes last week, and now this is a game where I think he can completely come out and have a very solid performance. Go ahead, JJ.
I'm going to cut you off right there. You just said Trevor Lawrence showed you something, but I'm pretty sure, Matt, we can't go back to it, but I am going to tell Nick, I'm going to tell everybody to go back to what you said. I don't
It's
believe
not nearly as bad as what Trent does. He says Trent says he's never touching the Packers with a 10-foot pole, and then what? He's on them 3 straight weeks or something?
Yeah, but you said you had no confidence in Trevor Lawrence. This man was dropping dimes. He has nothing to work with over there.
I think he's going to – look, Tennessee is the 26th in points allowed this year. Jacksonville at home, 4.5 points is too many points here. Give me the Jags at home.
I'll tell you one more thing, too. I don't mean to cut you off. 21 players were on the Titans injury report today.
They're banged up. There's no question they're banged up. If there's a game Jacksonville's going to pull out, this is the one. Actually, I would love to see – I know this is beyond crazy, but this division to me is like the NFC East of last year. And I would love to see what Jacksonville's odds are right now in the division, just out of curiosity.
You're talking
Tennessee
about
looks like shit. The Colts look like shit. I'm just curious. I'm not going to actually play this, but I'm just curious what their odds would be right now.
Matt,
someone can tell us in the comments if they can look it up.
Take that $5 or whatever you want to bet on the Jaguars plus 10,000 to win that division, and just go to the toilet and put it in there and then flush it, because that's what you're going to do with that money. Whatever you want to put on.
I'm just curious. I didn't say I was betting it. I'm just curious.
You're plus 5,000 to win the division.
Y'all remember when I told you guys?
Wait, are you being serious? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Plus 10,000? Are they really plus 10,000?
4,500.
That's it. Or that's actually kind of surprisingly.
I mean, the division is trash this year.
I mean, can we also not forget they haven't won a game in 19
I'm aware. Like I said, I was just curious what it is. All right, for those same reasons, I'm going to give you my second pick. I know there's a lot of injuries on Tennessee's side, but I'm taking the over in that game as well. I think it's at 48.5. Jags 27th in points allowed, Titans 26th. I think this is a game that Trevor Lawrence is going to air it out. Tannehill, even though he's dealing with some injuries, still going against a pretty bad defense. They have to still defend the run. He's going to have some success. I like this over. I'm going to say 30-27 here, one way or the other, and I think Jacksonville could win the game.
0-1.
0-1 or 0-2? I gave 2 picks, Trent.
Sorry, that one's for sure 0-1.
Then why aren't you on the under? Why are you not on the under? See, this is exactly what happened last week. You're so confident my bet's going to lose, but you're not even betting the other side. Like, we're not even.
Right. Well,
can you imagine going into an NFL Sunday? Can you imagine going into an NFL Sunday and betting on the Jaguars and Titans game? The whole slate, you're going to bet on that game. Two bets in one.
Yeah, you're going to be.
Bro, that comment right there, that kid just said, betting on a team, lost 19 games, and has off the field problems. That's exactly why I like them. They're going to rally for their coach. And look, if they get blown out, I already know how funny this video is going to be for TikTok. Our video editor is going to literally clown me. I can already see that coming. But I'm telling you right now, the Jaguars are going to win this game. And if they lose, it'll be by 3 points or less.
Oh my God.
Book it, Trent.
Oh my God.
All right, my third pick.
Oh, Trent's picks
I know
are bad.
Trent's on the Packers in this game. I'm taking the under. I'm not. Don't worry, Trent. I'm not fading your play here, but I'm taking the under in this game. I'm seeing upwards of 80 to 90% of the tickets on the over in this game, and there are a ton of injuries in general in this game. And look, Green Bay and Cincinnati's defense, both this year, have actually been a lot better than what most people think. Just the eye test and the numbers on both of these defenses. Packers are 8th against the pass and 12th against the run. Bengals are 13th against the pass and 9th against the run. So a little bit better than middle of the pack. I like this game to be both teams in the low 20s here, maybe like a 24-21 type ball game with Aaron Rodgers pulling it out on the road. But I like this under a lot.
Let's make a friendly wager, shall we?
On what? You're going to take the over?
The other game. I want.
I was going to say, because you just said the Packers are going to win 34-7, so that's 41.
No, yeah.
That's why I asked you your score prediction.
This one right here. This is the game I'm talking about.
All right, give me the wager. Let me be very clear before you give me this wager. You can't back out of it like JJ, okay?
Oh.
So if you're going to give me a wager, you better be ready to honor it. Let's hear it.
If this game goes under, I get to decide what TikTok trend dance you're doing.
Oh my goodness.
And if it goes over, then you get to do the same.
I mean, I would rather make a bet. I mean, I'm down to do that. Don't get me wrong, but I would rather make a bet of you walking into like a Walmart or Target with a sign saying you're the worst sports bettor on the planet, and you have to do an entire lap through Walmart with that sign held up, and Nick has to film you doing it.
Why you gotta bring Nick into it?
Yeah,
because he needs a videographer.
I mean, I'm down. I think that it'd be a lot funnier and a lot more people would see it if we.
All right, so that's your punishment. My punishment is you pick a TikTok trend dance. Done.
Deal.
All right, deal.
To the girls, glitter, 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 blah blah blah.
Oh my God!
I don't even know which one that is, but
dude,
I'm sure you'll send it to me.
It's so obnoxious. It's gross. I'm not gonna lie, fellas.
Got that in the drafts.
I mean, obviously, we keep saving.
Hold
the best for
on.
last.
Can we comment on the fact that someone literally named their account Trent Fader?
The best is fade it with Trent. I think that's the whole TikTok.
There's literally a TikTok account that just like does the results of my plays.
You're like the new Vegas Dave. It's like that fake Vegas Dave Twitter account.
Oh my God.
I saw you saw that tweet, Trent. They tweeted a screenshot of Vegas Dave putting like 1,000 units on the Cardinals last night.
And I'll never understand that. Like, if you're throwing 1,000 units, like, don't you just need to up your units? Like, you shouldn't be throwing 1,000 units.
It's all bullshit. He just uses buzzwords to sell people. I mean, you've adopted his buzzwords by using the super goat whale.
I mean, it works, dude. Now I'm throwing super goats.
I have a freaking max play that I'm about to give.
All right, let's hear the picks, JJ.
Yeah, let's
hear the picks.
I am so confident in this one. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with my little baby boy. We're gonna go ahead and start with my 1 unit play. We're gonna take the over in the Kansas City Chiefs and Buffalo Bills game. It's going to be a high-scoring game. I know that Buffalo has been balling on defense, but I think that Patrick Mahomes has a point to prove, okay? I mean, it's the Kansas City Chiefs, guys. That offense is explosive. If you have Patrick Mahomes behind center, you're going to get a lot of points either way. That defense is vulnerable, and you got Josh Allen behind the other center on the other team, and he's going to throw some points up as well. You've seen it already in the past 3 weeks. He is capable of putting up 30-plus points a game. It's going to be a shootout. It's going to be like one of those games. Remember 3 years ago or 2 years ago, it was the Chiefs and the Rams, that Super Bowl run that the Rams had. Same type of game. Expect a shootout. I'm going to love every single second of it from what I can remember because I'm going to be drinking a lot at 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock for those games. But it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a shootout. Give me that over. I can't wait for the backlash on this one because
I like that
for my 2 unit play, HEINICKE is going to lose to the New Orleans Saints. I know.
I thought he's the second best quarterback in the NFC East, JJ.
He is. It just doesn't make sense for him to win this game. New Orleans Saints just lost to they just lost to the Giants. They lost to the Panthers. They're sitting at 2-2 right now. I just don't think that HEINICKE can overcome Sean Payton and that defense when their backs are against the wall. Basically, the Saints need to win this game. Okay, they have to win this game to stay relevant. I think they stay relevant by beating the Washington football team. The defense for Washington has been so disappointing. Chase Young recorded his first sack. Actually, did he even get a sack last week? He had a bad roughing the passer call, which might have been the worst roughing the passing call I've ever seen. But to me, I just cannot believe that the Washington football team just pulled that off. I don't see them pulling this week, even if they're at home. They're going to be a disappointment like they usually are. I just don't see them beating the Saints. Give me the Saints -2 against the Washington football team. I don't know what you guys think about that one.
I don't hate it. It's definitely a trap line, but I don't hate it.
How's it a trap line?
I mean, it's
-2. You can take a team -2 and they just win by a field goal. That's not a trap line.
They're on the road.
That's fine.
2-2.
I can see this. You know what? I think what's going to happen in this game? I think it's going to end in a tie.
That could so happen.
They're not going to tie. They're not going to.
I was contemplating this game for quite some time, and I just couldn't come to a consensus on this spread. I was thinking of what I'm putting in my money line lay, and I feel like it's a trap also because the Saints should beat them, but why is it -2?
Just because they lost last week to the Giants. I don't know. There's a lot that can go into it. Jameis is under center for the Saints. There's a lot of things that can go into it. I just think the Saints defense are going to bring about a bunch of players back. It's going to be hard for HEINICKE to score. I just don't see them beating the Saints this week. I just can't see it. I can't believe that the Saints are -2. I think that the Redskins or the football team, they should be -1, -2, not the other way around.
I mean, the rule I always set for myself, if you could flop the spreads and it would make sense for either side, then take the plus.
That's a stupid rule.
Anyway, what's the third?
This is my super goat whale, and this is great, guys, because I wanted to save it for this show. I'm going to announce it now. I am confident on a side for this season. It is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers -10 against the Miami Dolphins. They are going to wax that ass. And let me just tell you this right now. There is no way that Tom Brady, coming back after a 2-game road trip, is going to play against Jacoby Brissett and the Miami Dolphins and an old linebacker coach that he was playing with back at the time in New England. He is not going to lose to this team. I know we talk about Bill Belichick's record against former coaches. I know we talk about Nick Saban's in college and his former coaches, what their records is. I want to know what Tom Brady's record is against former coaches because I think he owns these motherfuckers. I just want to say this. This is a business trip for him. He's going to come into this game at 1 o'clock. He's going to take off his shoes. He's going to put his cleats on, his shoulder pads on, everything. He's going to go out there, and he's going to ball the hell out. It's going to be a 2.5-hour, 2-hour and 45-minute game, a quick game, probably the fastest game of the day. He's going to get his clothes on, do his little press conference. He's going to go back home and have a mojito. He is excited to get this game over with. He doesn't want to be out there. He's going to own this team. That offense is better. Their defense is better. I don't care who's out for. I know there's a lot of injuries for the defense for Tampa Bay. But there is no chance in hell that Tom Brady is going to let Jacoby Brissett and this Miami Dolphins team win in Tampa.
Nobody thinks they're going to win. It's about if they're going to cover it or not.
They are going to cover. They're going to win this game by 14, 17, maybe 3. Yeah, I think 3 possessions. I think 10 points is being a little too generous from Vegas. That's just my opinion.
I like it.
Look at that comment. I like that comment. Brady has a history of playing badly against the Dolphins. I'm faded. Brady 8-10 against the Dolphins. That's a great stat right there.
Wow.
Okay. 8-10 against the Dolphins. Okay.
I don't think that's right though. We need to fact check that.
8-10 against the spread or 8-10 overall.
8-10 against the spread sounds right.
I mean, 8-10 against the spread maybe, but I mean, right now, I just don't see. them coming into Tampa Bay. This is an out-of-conference game, don't forget. Division games are a lot different. A lot of teams, they play a lot tougher in division. This is an out-of-conference game. The Buccaneers have lost the last 2 games against the spread. This is the time where they get shit together, and they are going to beat the living breaks off of the Dolphins. Book it, send it, take it home. Let's have ourselves a day. Max play.
Good
Put it
luck.
all in.
I like it. I like it, honestly.
I'm glad I got you guys on. I'm a salesman for a reason. Woo! I'm excited. I want to watch this game right now. I'm so excited for Tom. And you guys know that I don't like taking Tom really ever. Like, there's been so many opportunities where we talked about taking Tom, but I just can't do it. But this is the first time I can do it, and it's a max play. Tom Brady, let's go.
I love it. I might have to tell you on that.
Yikes.
I won't argue.
Brady is 23-12 against the Dolphins. And then Colin Lucas decided to say, fading JJ to the moon this week. Okay, Colin Lucas, you loser.
You're not going to want to fade me this week, I promise.
Oh, boy.
Let's go to the guest.
Let's do it. Do we have some people in the back?
There she is.
Oh, my
You guys are
goodness.
cracking me up. Are you kidding? How are you going to have me sit back there all that time? This guy's talking about waxing ass and stuff. You guys are crazy.
Speaking of waxing
What's
ass,
up?
I have an appointment in 30 minutes.
Guys,
How are we?
Stephanie, I must say, I think it's convenient that you're finally coming on the show as soon as the Giants win.
well, I waited obviously so that we could share this moment all together.
So JJ earlier, I want your opinion on this. JJ
Okay.
earlier said that Taylor HEINICKE is the second best quarterback in the NFC East. Your thoughts?
Disrespect.
I mean, like, Heineke is one of these guys that he's just a really, 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 really great backup quarterback. Like, really, really great. He's a really great backup quarterback. We see it all the time. Even Mullins did the same shit last year. Dalton kind of had this brief even moment of it, too. He's not a starting quarterback. So out of the starting quarterbacks, no, he is not. Because he's not a starting quarterback. So I'm not going to compare him to starting quarterbacks.
That's a much better take than JJ.
I would say so also.
I disagree
what-
with both of you.
What is your rankings? Give us your rankings of the NFC East quarterbacks 1 through 4
Based off this year or in general?
in general.
It's different. It changes up. I don't know. Dak is first.
Obviously.
Jones and Hurts can toss it up a little bit because I think that Hurts still is. I love Hurts. I just don't. I need like a little bit. I need something else. But I don't
We
think
need
it's
a lot
his
more.
fault. I think it's his system. I think that if he went somewhere else, we'd be like, oh, everyone would be drooling over this guy. And then Heineke, because Heineke is not going to play the rest of the season. I promised everyone. I felt this way with Fitz too. Neither of them are 17-game quarterbacks, 4 quarter. It's not happening. I love that for them. Like I think it's great, but no.
Free.
Anyway,
I like
in case most of you guys don't know who are tuning in, Steffi is a huge New York Giants fan, and I need to ask her this question.
I don't like them, but
Yeah, probably right now you don't. But who would you rather have for the next 3 years, Daniel Jones or Coach Judge?
Daniel
And
Jones.
why? Daniel Jones?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Because I saw Eli Manning. This is what people forget is like we started like young quarterbacks. You get 1 week in the NFL, and if you stink, you stink. That's it. No one gives a shit. Like you're done. Eli Manning sucked so much ass the first 3 years of his career.
Most
Like
of
he
his
was
career.
so bad. They used to chant at MetLife, "We want a DNA test," and you wish you were Peyton. Like he was
The disrespect.
So I know I think that Daniel Jones has the potential to be better than Eli Manning because he has the rushing upside. Like I think Eli Manning rushed for like 82 yards his like whole career. Daniel Jones does that in one run and trips. So I'm down with Daniel Jones. And the Joe Judge experiment's not going well. I think it's more Garrett than anything.
Real quick, one more question about who would you rather have at tight end? Would you rather have Ingram or would you rather have Trent?
Quite literally anyone. Yeah, I would.
He
I
just
don't
spit his
want
drink
Ingram,
out.
and I'm going to continue. I will repeatedly force this because I'm trying to help people. I'm not being malicious towards Ingram. It's just he's not good. Like it's not. I don't know how to tell everyone how many balls do you want to watch him drop. He needs to go to a like very low key, like non-stress, like Buffalo Bills, Arizona Cardinals. I don't know, Baltimore Ravens, somewhere that he's not stressed out. He can't play in this offense. He stinks. He stinks so bad. I feel bad for people that took him so early. I'll take anyone. I'll let my dog. She can play tight end better than him.
I'm pretty hard to take down. That's for sure.
Yeah, I bet you don't drop the ball.
Can you catch that?
Oh yeah. I got hands.
Well, I mean,
Evan
from our
he has to lift his feet off the ground every time he catches the ball. I don't know why.
well,
Just
from
keep
our
your feet
intro
down.
video,
You're not a ballerina, bro. You're a football player. What
I
are you
know.
doing?
From our intro video, we had to do like multiple takes of Trent because he just couldn't catch the ball. We had like multiple takes of the balls coming into our
Come
frames.
on.
He dropped like 5 or 6. So,
You
but
can't
I
catch
think that's
balls.
You know that's cap. You know that's cap.
I love it. I love it. Hey, Steph, I had the New York Giants to win over 7 games this year in a future. Right now, they're sitting at 1-3. Do you think I still have a chance of hitting that bet? Because I have $200 on that.
Oh. You guys like really prepared. This is so cute here, huh? Like, all nice and- this is a very nice graphic. I was thinking about it today, right? I think that the Giants are going to exceed my expectation. So I actually set it at 7. I also took the over on that. I think I actually got it 6.5 on some crappy sports book way back when. I think that they will do that. But again, it really comes down to Jason Garrett and them playing 4 quarters of football and meaningful football and using the actual talent that they have. But there's no reason they can't get to that point. They could win 9 to 10 games if they actually gear up and close out the season.
So
'Cause the end of their
these
schedule is pretty.
which of these games on here do they win?
So the Giants, I tweeted today even, I'm not worried about the games we like shouldn't win because we end up winning them. It's the games that we definitely shouldn't lose that we lose. So we will, mark my words, I've been saying this since we got our schedule, we will upset the Chiefs or the Bucs. It's going to happen, period. It happens every year. We do this dumb shit. We don't deserve to win the game. Somehow we manage to pull it out. I don't think that the Eagles are beating us twice, and I don't think that the Cowboys will beat us twice. I don't think Washington will either. I think the Bears are up in the air. Dolphins look like an absolute hot mess. They're worse than me in college. Like, that's a bad, I don't know what's going on over there. Chargers will lose too. So there's games there to win.
I mean, they had games that they should have won earlier this season, and they just blew it.
That's the thing. It's always that. It's always 1-3 points. This is the Giants' way. They don't win the games that they should. It's like they upset. Why
That's
do we
true.
beat the Saints? There's no reason for it.
They lose to the freaking Falcons when JJ and I have max unit plays on.
Yeah. Well,
They shouldn't
I
even
didn't
lost
think
to the
that.
Redskins. They shouldn't have even lost to the
Yeah,
football team.
that
There's no
too.
They
chance.
should have. Yeah. But do you know how that was the first time I watched a Giants game with my mom and my brother since 2011, whichever, we won't go back to that year, but it was a great year for us. And we're all crying, hugging each other, so excited, and then they call it back. Are you kidding? That's a family moment, assholes. Like, you guys have now ruined that.
Who wins tonight, Stephanie?
You know, when I first started looking at stuff, I want to say the Seahawks. The Seahawks are not going to win this game. It would be shocking. It would be a huge upset for that to end up happening. You know, the Rams in every single category are better. I've been saying it since I started getting rid of Metcalf in Dynasty right after the Super Bowl. I didn't think his value would be any higher. They have the most vanilla offense. Their defense stinks. So their defense is so bad. You know, I think that the Rams are going to end up. I think they'll put up a fight because they're at home. Fine, they'll do their thing. It's Russ, but Ramsey's going to shut down Metcalf like he did last year, and Rams will pull it out.
Love to hear it. All over.
Pull it out by 1 point, right?
No,
I think I put it in like 28-24 or something along those lines.
they'll cover 2.5 lock.
I think you have it at -3, Trent. Is it 2.5?
I have it at 2.5.
Oh, shit.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what I got it at least.
Okay. You don't have to brag.
I'm not trying to brag about it. It's just closing line value. These are some sharp terms that I never use.
Oh, trust me, a half is a lot bigger than people think.
Yeah.
It sure
That's
is.
what she said.
That's what she said. That's right. That's exactly where I was going with that, Steph. That's why I like you. Awesome.
Got your back.
All right, well, I have one last question. Who do you
God.
think? All right, can you pull up the graphic showing our year-to-date records? Who do you think finishes the season and wins? You think Trent wins? Trent's up 7. Trent's 7-5 and has the lead right now. Who would you pick out of the three of us to win for the season?
What's his Homer team? Who's his team?
No,
Like,
these
did
are
he
our
have a team?
picks.
So
I know. I'm just wondering because you guys are biased.
He took the Seahawks to win the Super Bowl, if that helps.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so Trent's losing. JJ.
Oh my God.
Because Matt, I think you're gonna get your heart broken by these Eagles.
Yeah, I have 2 losses on the Eagles. I'm 6-4 without my Eagle picks.
Wait, you want to know who
I'll
my
tell you,
team
I'm
is?
partial. I went to college. I went to college with Nick Foles. If you don't know that, did I tell you?
No.
Yeah, I went to college with Nick Foles, so I am partial to the Eagles in that sense. I have to pay my
Humble
respects
brag.
that way. But
Big Dick Nick.
yeah,
I'll show you my
9-inch Nick is my favorite shirt.
9-inch Nick.
It's the best shirt that Barstool sells.
That's my boy right there.
Yeah, he's
Of
literally.
course,
he
he
is.
has a flag.
I'm not kidding. The nicest man I've probably ever met in my entire life.
That wasn't
Offered
his
him
team.
so many beers, never
Yeah.
wanted a beer. I respect that, Foles. I'm
Of
gonna go
course,
get
the
drunk.
flag.
You're a good football player, though.
Oh my goodness.
The conversation always finds its way back to the Eagles somehow.
It
It's insane.
really does.
It's incredible.
Well, I love it. Well, let's go. I want to go ahead and move on. We have a bunch of guests in the back of the waiting room waiting to get on here and tell us their picks. Steph, I really appreciate you joining in. Thank you again for taking
Thank
me.
you, Steffi.
Anytime.
Thank you
I'll
for
see
taking. Thank you
on
for
my
taking
show.
me being these guys. I know it's it's inevitable.
And I think I really am gonna start using. He's gonna wax his ass because I really love that. I think it's really beautiful, and I am going just know I will be sure to tag you when I use that on Twitter.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right,
Trademark.
bye,
I'm gonna
guys.
trademark it.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Bye.
Wax that ass.
Tampa Bay Rays up 1-0. Let's fucking go.
Oh boy, do we have anyone in the waiting room?
Yeah, we
ready?
do.
Oh my god.
Does anybody else find it hot when like a good looking chick knows about football? I mean, she knew her shit. Like that's like hot. Like you could honestly have
That's, like,
one
hot.
eye and like gout. I don't know what gout is, but it sounds bad, and she'd still be hot.
It's crazy that you're blushing from like 1,500 miles away or wherever you're at right now.
Oh yeah, what do you got in the TV
I'm
in
in
the background?
Kentucky.
What do you got in the background?
I'm watching a movie. It's about like
oh my
a doctor.
God, dude.
It's like
What the?
Get that shit off.
We're gonna get us. We're gonna get our YouTube channel banned.
Is that for real? Is that guy dead ass serious? Is that guy dead ass serious?
I knew what it was.
I'm speechless. I'm shook. Well, I thought I was seeing shit. I was like, no way this thing's already making me that buzz. No way. Did I see that right?
So the best comment, he said, Jacob Kurtz, was that you, Trent?
Yo, out of pocket.
Well, you asked for the zoom in, dude.
I was like, am I seeing that right? What the hell is on your screen?
Oh my god, the worst part is I might have to review this tape later just because I might get a little lonely later tonight. I might have to...
Someone said that was Trent and Vegas Dave.
Oh my God. Do we have anyone else back there? Or was that you the only one?
No, that was me dogging all your picks last week, gents. That's what that was.
Holy hell.
The
Dogging
game
it.
start?
Oh my God. Oh, that was
JJ
funny.
Didn't like that. I mean, shit. I feel like on that note, how do we rebound from that? Is there even anyone else we feel comfortable bringing on?
No, the game started too.
Oh, fuck.
Rams just threw a pick six, Trent.
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
Stop.
Do we have anyone else in the back or
Stop.
No. No.
Stop it. It doesn't look like it.
no? Oh my God. That
Oh,
was
get
funny.
out, ball.
Would you guys rather have Stafford or would you guys rather have Russell Wilson? Just a question.
Come on now. What kind of question is that?
I don't know, Trent. What do you
Wait,
Russell
hold on.
Russell Wilson.
Really?
100%.
Yeah, I have no reason why I would say Stafford.
Yeah, you
Stafford.
can't. There's literally nothing that Stafford does better. You
Yeah.
can maybe make there's literally nothing.
He pulls
good
hotter
point.
chicks. I don't know. I don't
No, Russ like Sierra, bro.
I know he
All
has
right, well, it is time for me to sweat
To
out
lose some units.
and win some units. Here.
Oh my
Win some
God.
units.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys all joining in. Holy hell, that was funny.
I
Can we-
can't believe that actually occurred.
You're the one who said, "What are you watching in the background?" Then
I
Nick
was like,
went full
there's no
screen.
way I'm seeing that right.
Oh my!
That was insane.
Oh,
All right, well, it's time for me to win unlimited units and throw them all in the Lions ML.
I love it. All right, guys, it was a great show. Tune in next time. Watch these guys go 0-6. If you want a nice little parlay, make sure you take these losers' parlay picks or all plays and put it in a parlay and make some money this weekend. Take mine, put it in a parlay, win some money on the separate end. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. This guy Corey and your Rat Tail John friend and whoever, they were on your side, Trent, today because they were calling me short, they were calling me ugly, they were calling me a whole bunch of things that I don't even want to eat. So congratulations. I can't believe someone was on your side for the first time. But thanks you guys for all joining, and we'll see you guys next week.